All right, so let us continue our problem with calculus and coordinate geometry question. In the last two videos, we saw from question number 1 to 20 and from 20 to 40. So we'll be starting from question number 41. So question number 41 said the vertex, the vertex, the vertex of the parabola, the vertex of the parabola y squared plus 6y plus 2x plus 7 equal to 0 is dash. Okay, solution. Now, if you look at this question, this is very simple. What do we do? Let us solve it by completing the square method. So I have y squared plus 6y is equal to this one moving here. I have minus 2x minus 7. All right. So if you complete the square, I'm going to have y squared plus 6y plus half of this square it is 3 squared. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared will give you this. Okay. Is equal to minus 2x minus 7. Because I added 3 squared here, I'm still going to add 3 squared here. So what we have here is the common term is y plus 3 all squared is equal to minus 2x. This is 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7 will give you 2. So plus 2. Okay, so I have y plus 3 all squared is equal to minus 2 into x minus 1. Okay, so that minus 2 times this will give you this, and minus 2 times this will give you this. All right. So now we are asked to find the vertex. The vertex of a parabola is the center of that parabola. So writing the general parabolic equation, that is y minus k all squared is equal to what? 4p in bracket of x minus h. Okay. So this implies that if you compare this, you will see that minus k is equal to 3, which shows that k is equal to minus 3. If you compare here, you see that minus h is equal to minus 1, which shows that h is equal to 1. So the vertex, okay, the vertex which is h comma k is equal to what? Minus 3 comma, sorry, h is 1 first. So 1 comma minus 3. Okay, so that is the vertex of that parabola. So question number 41, I think option B is correct. So we move to the next question. Question number 42. Okay, sorry about that. So question number 42, I went to bring something. So question number 42 said, question number 42, question number 42 said the eccentricity, the eccentricity of the conic, the eccentricity of the conic, that thing is x squared plus, okay, 4 x squared plus 9y squared plus 36x, okay, minus 8y plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, think there is a mistake in that question. So let me find the correction to that question. I think this conic is a hyperbola. So since it's a hyperbola, so let's go to the side of hyperbola to check something. Is that okay? Sorry, this is an ellipse, not a hyperbola. That's an ellipse. think I saw a question that looks like okay. Okay, the question is, please, this is a typographical error. So the question is 9x squared plus 4y squared plus 36x minus 8y plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so that is the correct question. This one here is wrong. They made mistake there. So let us solve this. Okay, solving this is very simple. We're going to solve using completing the square method. So solution, I'm going to have 9x squared plus 36x, okay, together, then plus 4y squared minus 8y together is equal to minus 4. This one coming here, okay. So now if I factorize, I can bring out 9 outside. I'm going to have x squared plus I think 3, right? Is it 3? 36 divided by 9. Okay, 4. Sorry. I have 4x here. Okay. Then plus, you bring out 4 outside, I'm going to have y squared minus 2y is equal to minus 4. Now, let us complete the square. I'm going to have 9 in bracket of x squared plus 4x plus half of this is 2. So I'm going to have 2 squared plus 4 into y squared minus 2y. Half of this is minus 1. So I'm going to have plus minus 1 all squared. Okay, is equal to. Now, what you add to the left hand side, add to the right hand side. So I have minus 4 here plus what I added here was 9 in bracket of 2 squared. Okay, plus what I added here is 4 in bracket of minus 1 squared, because if you use 4 to clear the bracket, you will get this. So finally, I'm going to have that this is 9 in bracket of x plus 2 all squared, then plus 4 in bracket of y minus 1 all squared is equal to, if you do everything there, you're going to be having minus 4 plus 9 in bracket of 4, okay, then plus 4. I'm going to have 36. So I'm having 36 here. So divide everybody by 36, because in an ellipse equation, the right hand side must be equal to 1. So if I divide by 36, I'm going to have x plus 2 all squared over 9 divided by 36 will give you 4 here. All right. Then plus y minus 1 all squared over 36 divided by 4 will give you 9 here. Is equal to what? 1. So divide everybody by 36, you'll be getting this. Okay. So now, if you look at this equation, this is an ellipse equation parallel to y-axis. Why? Because the denominator of y is greater than the denominator of x. So I'm going to have that. Let me write it as y minus 1 all squared over 9 plus x plus 2 all squared over 4 is equal to 1. So if I write the ellipse equation, I'm going to have y minus k all squared over a squared plus x minus h all squared over b squared is equal to 1. So if you look at this now, you will now see that eccentricity of a hyperbola is given as c over a of an ellipse. The eccentricity they say we should calculate is what? C over a. And my c is what? The square root of a squared plus b squared. So over that a, which is what? The square root of my a squared is 9. Okay. Okay, sorry, due to I have plus here, it should be minus inside here. Okay, so since the equation has plus in the middle, so I'm going to use minus. So a squared, my a squared is representing this one, which is 9. Okay, my b squared is representing, which is 4. So minus 4 all over my a should be the square root of 9, and square root of 9 is 3. So if you do this minus this will give you root 5 over 3 as the answer. So if you check, root 5 over 3 is option B. So option B is very correct. So go to question number 43. So question number 43 said that if x minus 4 all squared over 16 minus y plus 1 all squared over 9 is equal to 1, that's it. Then the center, comma, then the center is, okay, solution. This is very simple. If you look at this, this is the hyperbolic equation. Why? Because I have minus in the middle. The difference between hyperbola and ellipse is that in ellipse is plus, but hyperbola is minus. So this is hyperbolic equation. And if I write this, I'm going to see that x minus h all squared over a squared, okay, minus y minus k all squared over b squared is equal to 1. If you compare this with this, you will see that minus h is equal to minus 4, which say that h is equal to 4. Okay? Then if you compare this one, you see that minus k is equal to 1. Then my k will now be equal to minus 1. So the center of the hyperbola is h comma k, which is equal to what? 4 comma minus 1. So 4 comma minus 1 is the correct answer to that. We move to question number 44. Question number 44. So question number 44 said that if this dot is the greatest integer function, comma, then I say then we should now find minus 4.0001 raised to power 3. Okay, so to find the solution, now first of all, this is minus 5 is less than, okay, is less than minus 4.0001, which is less than minus 4. Okay. So this is less than this, which is you will find a whole number that is less than this man and greater than this man. Like that is two whole number that this man is in their middle, and which is minus 5 and minus 4. And believe me that minus 5 is less than minus 4. So we always take the one in the left hand side. So since we are taking the one in the left hand side, then we now have that minus 4.0001 raised to power 3 is something as we are taking this, that is minus 5 all raised to power 3. And minus 5 all raised to power 3 will give you minus 125. So minus 125 is the correct answer there. Okay, so we move to the next question, question number 55. So minus 55 is now, sorry, minus question number 45 said that given that the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than or equal to 6, then I say find the neighborhood, the neighbor the neighborhood the neighborhood of x. Okay, solution. What you do is very simple. I have absolute value of x minus 4 is less than or equal to 6. So what do we do? To remove absolute value, I have minus 6 is less than or equal to x minus 4, which is less than or equal to 6. So this can go here, this can come here. I have minus 6. This one coming here, I have plus 4. Okay, it's less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to, we still go here. So I have 6 plus 4. So this 2 is giving me minus 2 is less than or equal to x. Okay, so which is less than or equal to, if you add this to, I'm having 10. So x is now an element of minus 2 comma 10. I'm using this type of bracket because I have equal to, but the neighborhood, your neighbor, in neighborhood we always use an open interval. You cannot close door for your neighbor. Once your neighbor knock, you will open door for him or her. Okay, so the neighborhood of x is now an element of an open interval of minus 2 comma 10. But normally x is an element of a closed interval, but the neighborhood is now an open interval. So this is the answer to that. We go to question number 46. So move to question number 46. So question number 46 said evaluate the limit as x approaches infinity of 3x squared plus 2x plus 1 all over 2x squared minus 1. Okay, solution. Now the shortcut to this, whenever the limit approaches to infinity, the shortcut is simply the coefficient of the highest degree of x. So the highest degree of x in the numerator is 2 and the coefficient is 3. So my answer is 3 over the coefficient of the highest here is 2. So 3 over 2 is my answer. So if you want to solve it normally, you're going to have that this is the limit as x approaches infinity of 3x squared plus 2x plus 1 all over 2x squared minus 1. Okay, this is the question. So the first thing you do is to divide everybody by the highest power of x. So I'm going to have that this is now the limit as x approaches infinity of 3x squared over x squared plus 2x over x squared plus 1 over x squared all over 2x squared over x squared minus 1 over x squared. So if you look at this now, you see that this will take care of this. So I'm going to have that this is now the limit as x approaches infinity of 3 standing here plus 2 over x here, then plus 1 over x squared all over what is standing here is 2 minus 1 over x squared. Now after dividing, the next thing you do is just to substitute that infinity. So if I substitute infinity, I'm going to have 3 plus 1 over infinity plus 2 over infinity all over 1 over infinity squared all over 2 minus 1 over infinity squared. So but infinity, anything divided by infinity is 0. So I'm going to have that 3 plus 0 all over what? 2 minus 0. So you see that finally the answer is what? 3 over 2. So instead of taking all this process, just take the coefficient of the highest uh, degree of x. Okay, and that is your answer. So we move to the next question, which is question number 47. Question number 47 said, given that the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than or equal to 6, comma, then I say then the center of the neighborhood is, okay. Now solution. First of all, when we saw before, we got that this is greater than or equal to this, and then we have, what do we have? That minus 6 is less than or equal to x minus 4, which is less than or equal to 6. This one come, I have minus 6 plus 4 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 6 plus 4. So which gave us minus 2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to what? 10. Okay, so this is your A and B. So center simply means A plus B over 2. Okay, A plus B over what? 2 is the center of a neighborhood. Can I remember? I think that's that. So yes, so the center is A plus B over 2. That's the center. Okay, so let us have that. My A is what? My A is minus 2 plus 10 all over 2, which is what? 8 over 2, which is 4. So that is for 47. Now for 48, say we should find the radius, and radius means distance. Okay, radius is the distance. So radius means B minus A over what? Over 2. That is the radius. Okay, so and the radius, what is my B? My B is 10 minus my A is what? Minus 2, now divided by 2, which is what? This plus this will give you 12 over 2, which is 6. So the radius is 6. This is question number 48. Question number 48. So we move to question number 49. So we move to question number 49. Question number 49 said the integral of 2x over x squared plus 9 dx is, now solution. Whenever you differentiate the denominator, In fact, whenever you have the integral of a quotient is something that has denominator. The first thing you try is, if you differentiate the denominator and you get the numerator as your answer, okay? If you differentiate this and you get this, your answer is simply laying that denominator. Now, and if you know, if you do differentiation of x squared is 2x, differentiation of 9 is 0. So since I got this, the answer to this is simply laying this denominator is the answer. Then x squared plus 9, then plus a constant. So this is the answer. That is the shortcut of getting it. So let us use the normal method. So this is the integral of 2x over what? X squared plus 9, the x. We will say let u equal to that denominator, x squared plus 9. So the u, the x is now what? 2x. Okay? So which shows that the x, let's make the x subject. This implies that the x is equal to what? The u over that 2x. They can change position. They can change position. So if you now substitute here, I have this is the integral of 2x here all over. This person is u, and then we got the x as what? The u over what? 2x. You see that this one will cancel this. So I am left with the integral of 1 over u du. And the integral of 1 over u means what? Ln u plus a constant. And what is my u? That is ln this x squared plus 9, then plus a constant. So that is the answer to this. Exactly what I got. So whenever you differentiate the denominator and you got the numerator as your answer, so the answer of this integration will now be just laying that denominator. All right, is a shortcut. So we'll go to question number 50. So question number 50 said that if f of x is equal to 3x plus 12, comma, and g of x is equal to x plus 6, okay, comma, then h of x is equal to x plus 1, comma, then I say then we should find h of f of g, then of 0. Okay, so solution, you start from the first one, g of 0. G of 0 is go to g, anywhere you see s, put 0. So I have 0 plus 6, which is what? 6. So the next one is f. So it will now be f of this last answer you got, f of 6, which is go to the side of f. Anywhere you see x, put 6. That is 3 into 6, then plus 12, okay? Which will give you 18 plus 12, which is what? 30, okay? So I'm having 18 plus 12, which is what? 30. So the next one I'm going is another f. So f of that 30, which will give you what? 3 in bracket of 30 plus 12, which will give you 3 times this is 90. 90 plus 12 is 102. Okay? So the next one we are going is h. So h of that 102, which will give you, that is 102 plus 1, which is what? 103. H again. So h of 103, which will give you 103 plus 1, which is 104. So finally, h of 104, which will give you 104 plus 1, which is what? 105. So the answer there to question number 50 is 105. So we move to question number 51. So question number 51 said, question number 51 said, okay, question number 51 said that if this is the greatest integer function, okay, then we should find 13.99 plus 17.89. Permit me to clean all this place. Okay, 17.89 minus into minus 8.02, you close, then all over, I'm having 5 here, plus minus 6.001, okay, then plus minus 0.1 all square, sorry, all cube. Okay, so solution. Now let me leave this one. This one is simply 13 because you get two whole numbers that are that this one is in between, which is 13 is less than 13.99, which is less than 14, right? And I'm taking the left hand side. So for this one is 13. You do the same thing here again. 17 is less than 17.89, which is less than 18. So I'm taking 17 here, so plus 17. So the next one is this one. So I'm having minus 9 is less than minus 8.02, which is less than minus 8, right? And so I'm taking minus 9, the left hand side. So minus 9, you close all over. Here is simply 5, is a whole number. So this one is minus 7. Automatically, you have learned it. So minus 7 here. This one will give you minus 2. So minus 2 cube will give you minus 8. So this is minus 8. So if you do everything, you are going to have you're going to have 13 plus 17 minus 9. So I'm having 21 up. So I'm having 21 all over. Okay. 5 minus 7 minus 8. So I'm having minus 10. So minus 10. So if you divide, you are going to have minus 2.1. Okay. Minus 2.1. So you will say automatically the answer is minus 3. I hope you have learned it. That is minus 3 is less than minus 2.1, which is less than minus 2. So automatically minus 3 is the answer to that. So there's a typo error. The answer is not here. So you will check where the problem is coming from. So that is that for that. I hope you have learned how to solve it. So you can check where the issue is coming from. So now, this one now, my own is not clear, but I will try to solve everything. They gave us 1 over 3x minus 1. That is the absolute value of this is less than 3. Okay? So I'm not seeing what we are asked to find here. So, but I'm going to find the center, the neighborhood, and then the radius. Okay. So first of all, let us solve this. Solving this, I'll say that minus 3 is less than 1 over 3x minus 1, which is less than 3. Okay, this one coming here first, I have that minus 3 plus 1 is less than 1 over 3x, which is less than 3 plus 1. So here it will give me minus 2 is less than 1 over 3x, which is less than 4, right? Cross multiply, 3 can times this and times this. So 3 times this will give me minus 6 is less than x, which is less than 12. Okay. 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12. So now having this, so the neighborhood, if you are asked to find the neighborhood, the neighborhood here is what? That x is an element of, so since there is no equal to, it's going to be an open interval of minus 6 and 12. This is the neighborhood. Okay. If you are asked to find, normally x is an element of the same minus 6 comma 12. Before, the neighborhood is always an open interval, like I told you. So the center, if it's the center they ask you to find, the center is always what? A plus b over 2, and this is your a and this is your b. So I have that what? Minus 6 plus 12 over 2, which is what? 6 over 2, which is 3. So if you're asked to find the radius, the radius is what? B minus a over 2, which is what? My b is what? 12 minus into minus 6 over 2, which is what? 18 over 2, which is 9. So anyone you were asked to find, you can easily find that. So my own was not showing well. That's why I decided to find everything that is possible. You'll be asked to find them. So check out what you are asked to find, then know the one that is the right answer. So we'll go to question number 53. Question number 53. Question number 53 said that the limit of the square root of x raised to power 4 minus 81 all over what? X squared minus 9 as x approaches infinity. Now, I told you something about approaching infinity. We are taking just the quotient of the highest power. The quotient of this is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Automatically, that is the answer. There's nothing to solve. So the answer here is simply 1 divided by 1, which is 1. Okay? I don't need to solve it. I've showed you how to solve it before. So you can go and learn how to solve it. You can check my video as well on limit of a function. So let me move over to the next one. So the next one, which is question number 54. So question number 54 said that given that question number 54 says given that f of x is equal to 10x raised to power 9, 10x raised to power 9 minus 5x raised to power 4 plus 3x squared plus 2 all over x into x minus 5 into 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 2. Okay? Then I said, then f is not continuous if x is, now a function is not continuous if the denominator is equal to 0. So we just say that this denominator x in bracket of x minus 5 in bracket of 2x plus 3 in bracket of 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. So whenever the denominator is equal to 0, then the function is not continuous. All right. So what does it mean? This means that x is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0, which shows that x is 5, or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, which shows that x is equal to minus 3 over 2, or 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, which shows that x is equal to 2 over 2, and 2 over 2 is 1. So check any of these, and that is the answer. So according to the option here, option C is very, very correct. So go to question number 55. So question number 55 said, question number 55 said that if y of x is equal to 4x raised to power 3 plus 5x plus 1 all raised to power 6, then plus 13x squared, then all raised to power 3. Then I say, then we should find dy dx. Solution. Now, permit me to refill my marker, then we solve that. This is higher degree of function of a function. Okay, higher degree of function of a function is very simple to solve. So what do we do? First of all, we say let r be everything in that bracket. So let r be equal to what? Everything in this bracket, which is 4x raised to power 3 plus 5x plus 1 raised to power 6, then plus 13x raised to power 2. Okay, just everything in this bracket. So now we will not say that let mu be this one. Let mu be 4x raised to power 3 plus 5x plus 1. Okay, then let n be this 13x squared. Now, if you have this now, since we say that r is this, automatically my y is equal to r raised to power 3, because we say that everything inside there is our what? Our y. Okay. Now, since we say that mu is equal to this and n is equal to this, automatically my r is equal to what? mu raised to power 6, then plus n. Okay, because to say that this is our mu and this is our n. Now, having this now, this 2 is going to give us the y, the r. Okay, you should know that the y, the x is equal to what? The r, the x, the r, dy, the r, dot the r, the x. Sorry, dy, the r, okay, dot the r, the x. so that if the arrow cancel the arrow, then we are done. Okay, so now this is equal to dy dr dot. Now the arrow dx is simply means let's go this one first. The arrow dm dot dm dx plus the arrow dn dot dn dx. Now, if you get all these things, now we are done with this question. So, permit me to, I don't know where to finish. Let me finish up here. So, my dy dx is equal to, now, dy dx is equal to what? Dy dr, sorry. So, dy dr, this is y and r. Dy dr will give me, multiply by the power, remove 1 from the power. That is what? 3r raised power 2. Okay? Times, now, dy dm, where is y and m? Sorry, the arrow the m, where is arrow and m? This is arrow and m. So arrow and m, the arrow the m will give you 6m raised to power 5 dot the m the x, where is m1 x? M1 x, the m the x will give you 12x raised to power 2 plus 5. Okay, plus, now the arrow the n, where is arrow and n? Arrow and n is simply 1. Okay, dot the n of the x, the n of the n and x will give you 26 x raised power 1. So 26 x raised power 1. So the last answer you now close. So the last answer now is simply put what is your r, put what is your m, and that is your last answer. Okay, this is my r, come and put it here, put squared. This m, this is my m, put it here, put raised power 5, and that is the answer there. Okay, my board is not too big for me to write it, so just finish it up. So we move to the next one. That is question number question number 56. Question number 56 said if x raised power minus 5 minus y raised power 2 plus 5y raised power 6 minus 3 is equal to 12x squared. Then I say then we should find dy dx. Okay, now this is is it implicit differentiation? Yes, I think it's implicit differentiation. In this type of differentiation, anywhere you differentiate y, just attach the y dx to it. So if I differentiate this one, I'm going to have minus 5x raised power minus 6 multiplied by the power, remove 1 from the power. So if you multiply this one by the power, you have minus 2y, remove 1 from the power, I'm going to have raised power 1. Which raised power 1 does not mean anything. And since I differentiated y, I must attach the y dx to it. Okay, then plus, multiply by the power, remove 1 from the power, which is what? 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 y raised power 5. Because I differentiated y, I will attach the y dx to it. Differentiation of a constant is 0. So differentiation of this one will give you 24x. Now, what you do now is to keep the y dx one place. So if I have the y dx, okay, 30 y raised power 5 dy dx minus 2y dy dx is equal to what? 24x. This one coming here, I'm going to have plus what? 5x raised power minus 6. Or let me write it very well. I can write this big one. Okay, this is okay. So now, if you factorize what they have in common, they have dy dx in common. So I am left with 30 y raised power 5 minus 2y, okay, is equal to what? 24x plus what? 5x raised power minus 6. So divide everybody by this to have that dy dx is equal to what? 24x plus 5x raised power minus 6. Now divided by 30y raised power 5 minus 2y. So that is the answer to that. We move to the next question, 57. So question number 57. Question number 57. Question number 57 says, given that y of x is equal to x raised power 9 plus 3x raised power 13 plus 14x raised power 16 plus 7x raised power 5 plus 8. Then I say then the possible number of, then I say then the possible number of, then the possible number of turning points. The turning point is, now to get the turning point, you have to differentiate this thing once, then equate it to 0. So if I differentiate this thing once, I'm going to have the highest power is going to be 15. So in fact, the possible number of turning points, solution, possible number of turning points is simply highest degree minus 1. Highest degree or highest power. Let me call it power. Highest power minus 1. So the highest power here is 16. 16 minus 1 will give you what? 15. So it's a very simple question. So go to the next question. Question number 58. So question number 58. Question number 58 said the integral of the x all over the square root of 9 minus 36x squared dx is dash. Okay, solution. Now this is the integral of 1 over the square root of 3 squared minus 6x all squared dx. Okay, now according to the standard integral that is in my past question, I told you that the integral of 1 over the square root of a squared minus bx all squared dx, okay, is equal to a squared minus b squared is equal to 1 over b, okay, 1 over b sine inverse of, you have to know this thing, bx over a, then plus a constant. So if you compare these two things, you see that your a is 3 and your b is 6. So the answer to this is what? 1 over 6, 1 over b, 1 over 6 sine inverse of bx, that is 6x over my 6x over 3. So plus a constant, which will give you 1 over 6 sine inverse of this, and this will give you 2x, then plus a constant. So that is the answer to that. It's very simple. That is if you know this standard integral. Okay, so okay, so the next one is question number 59. Question number 59. And question number 59 said the integral of cos 3x, okay, sine 5x dx. Okay. So now you need to know that cos and sine, I think let me find the standard integral there. It's not really something difficult, but you need to know it, and I don't want to start deriving it now. So let me just quickly find it here. That is trigonometric integration. So this is yeah, they said that if you have that integral of cos okay, you have the integral of cos ax sine bx dx, that is equal to 1 over 2 the integral of cos a minus b, okay, minus sine the same a minus b dx. Okay, so you need to know this. So comparing this to this, so my ax and bx is 3x and 5x. So this is 1 over 2 the integral of cos okay, so this is the integral cos what? cos 3x minus 5x, okay, minus sine 3x minus 5x, okay, dx. So this is now 1 over 2 into, 1 over 2 the integral of cos minus 2x minus sine minus 2x dx. So which is what? 1 over 2. Differentiation of this is minus 2. So you will use it and divide the integral of cos. The integral of cos is sine. So this is what? Sine minus 2x. Okay. Then minus sine, minus cos 2x minus cos minus 2x, then all over what? Minus 2, then plus a constant. So if you finish it up, you're going to have that this is 1 over 2 into, so sine is an odd function, so the sign of this will give you minus coming outside. So minus sine 2x over minus 2. Okay, then minus here is gone, and the cos is an odd function, so I'm going to have minus here, minus cos 2x over what? Over 2, then plus a constant. So finally, minus is plus, so I'm going to have 1 over 2 into 1 over 4. If I bring out the 2 they have in common, 1 over 4 into cos 2x minus, minus is what? That is sine 2x minus cos 2x, so plus a constant. So that is the result of that. Okay. But you can equally call this one a and b. Look at another method of solving this. Okay, so you can decide to rearrange it yourself to have that this is sine 5x cos 3x dx. Okay, this is the integral of sine ax cos dx is equal to this. So let's see if we get the same answer. So this is now equal to the integral, 1 over 2 the integral of what? Cos, in fact, always use the bigger one, 5x minus 3x minus sine 5x plus 3x, okay, dx. So let us check. 1 over 2 the integral of cos 2x minus sine 2x dx. Okay, so which is 1 over 2 into integration of cos is minus sine, so I have minus sine 2x over 2, then minus integration of sine is cos, that is cos 2x over 2. So what is now the case here? See, we did not even get the same answer. Okay, there is minus here. Yes, there is minus here in the denominator. So minus is plus, minus is plus. So what brought about the conflict? So this is equal to 1 over 4, bring out the 2, into minus 1 over 4 into sine 2x plus cos 2x, then plus a constant. I think this one is the correct answer to that. Let us check the option. So always use the bigger one so that I don't make mistake. Yeah, I think option D is the answer. Okay, so this is the correct answer, please. So you don't make mistake. So lastly, question number 60 for this particular video. That's where I'm going to stop for this particular video. Question number 60. Question number 60 said the integral of from 1 to 3 of 5x to the power 4 plus x to the power 2 plus 1 dx. Okay. Now solution. First of all, integration of this is what? 5x to the power 5 over 5 plus x to the power 3 over 3, then plus x. Okay. Then they now say that is from 1 to 3. So so doing this, I'm going to have substitute 3, then substitute 1. In fact, this has taken care of this. So if I substitute 3, I'm going to have 3 raised to power 5 minus 3 raised to power 3 over 3, then plus 3. Everybody here is subtracting when you substitute 1. That is 1 raised to power 5 plus 1 raised to power 3 over 3 plus 1. Okay? So everything here is giving me 1, 2, sorry, 3 raised to power 5 is 256 minus 3 raised to power 3. 3 raised to power 3 is 27. Okay, sorry. 5 raised to power, sorry, 3 raised to power 5. It's giving me, here it's giving me 2, 4, 3. Then 3 raised to power 2 is 9. So minus 9 plus 3 for this side. So which will give me 243. 243 minus 3. Sorry, minus 9 then plus 3. This is giving me 237 here minus. So let us have here. What I'm having here is 1 plus 1 is 2. So I'm going to have 2 minus 1 over 3 to give me 5 over 3. So 5 over 3. So if you subtract here now, you have 237 minus my answer. I'm having I have 235 whole number 1 over 3. So that is the answer to that. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out if there's any problem. Just substitute 3 minus substitute 1. Bye bye. I'm tired.